Trying to make it potentially a one-possession game. Up and under Pacey's. That's what they needed right there. Force one here. Up to Chin, who throws it down. Minkler, good ball fake, gets to the 10. Count it and the foul. 2 buzzer beaters to his credit. Goes down the lane, double pump.
There it is.
Good! Another! And it's a steal by Soden to the rim. He's got the layup, and Bedford's got the lead. McGeady drives, Strand open, three-pointer up and in. Wow. And they come up with a steal. O'Connell looking for the flush.
Big guys shoot twos.
Step back, Castro trying to tie the game. Juanena up the sideline, Castigway, double pump. Shot up and in! Up and in! Trying to find Bono. It's on! Mike with the steal! Mike is going to run up the clock! Well, hello everyone, and welcome here to Portsmouth. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you, getting set for our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. It's the Alvirne Broncos and the undefeated Portsmouth Clippers. As we head towards the mid-January point of the schedule, just one unbeaten Division I team remaining, and that is the home team tonight, the Clippers. Hoping to extend their record to 6-0. Alvirne, meanwhile, a quarterfinal team from a year ago, won the first 2 games and come in with a record of 3-2. Most recently fell at home against Nashua South earlier this week.
Yeah, Nashua South is tough. You know that. We've seen them. They're tough.
So, one unbeaten left. And we get to see this team in action for the first time, Justin, you and I. Portsmouth, they return a lot of veterans from a very young team a year ago. They're still pretty young when you look at the roster, but playing like veterans at this point, and obviously off to what has been a perfect start record-wise at 5-0.
Yeah, and they get their former coach back, Coach Mulvey, whose dad, I believe, coached here for a long time. He's coaching here for quite a while, had a child last year. So he had an interim coach who did a decent job, I think, got the kids to play really hard last year. They are a formidable team. Like you said, they have athleticism, they have size. I'm just looking at guys warming up right now. There's a couple guys that are 6'4", 6'5". 2 sets of brothers, which is always fun. So it should be interesting tonight, just because we haven't seen Alvirne in a couple years, and we don't know much about them. And when we get to see a new team, that's kind of nice, because we can go forward and think, what will they look like if they play Nashua South, if they play Bedford, or they play Central, or anybody else. We can kind of keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
Gives us a little flow. A
great crowd assembling here on a Friday night. Long drive for the Bronco fans, but nonetheless, made the hour-plus trek from Hudson, and it's really starting to fill out the far side of the gym.
Yeah, I was going to mention it's packed.
And as expected on the home side here, plenty of maroon and gold.
How about that kids section?
I was just
Did you see that?
That is a colorful display. It looks like Pro Jersey Night is the theme.
I was trying to figure that out when I came in. There's some good ones in there. That's a good one. Saw a couple Kobe Bryant jerseys, and I go, wait a minute, this is Celtic land. This isn't Kobe Bryant land, but it's nice to see that over there. Some different teams. And Baker Mayfield, really? How about that?
Well, a lot of different teams, a lot of different sports represented in the Portsmouth student section.
Yeah, it's fun.
To our left tonight. The gym should get rowdy. We're going to get it all underway in just a few moments. Coming up, starting lineup, national anthem, game time at the top of the hour. Alvirne and Portsmouth in our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. The New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school varsity and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Back here in Portsmouth, closing in on the top of the hour tip between the Clippers and the Alvirne Broncos. Let's go downstairs to the public address announcer.
This time, I ask those of you who are able to please stand and ask that everyone direct their attention to the flag of the United States. And now, please join as Portsmouth High School senior Paris Parkington sings our national anthem.
Bright stars through the perilous
Well, a spectacular job by one of the Portsmouth students here. A live rendition of the national anthem, getting the crowd going. And getting us amped up as well as we close in on the top of the hour tip. Portsmouth and Alvirne in our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance. Clippers 5-0, Broncos 3-2. Justin, what do we look for tonight for both teams?
Well, tonight you talked about a long drive. We're looking for the triple E tonight. The triple E, not the virus, but energy, efficiency, and effort tonight. The long drive can get you for Alvirne. Portsmouth is excited because they're undefeated. And what kind of defense are we playing tonight? Is everyone playing man? We're going to get a little mix-up, maybe some press. Let's see what happens.
Well, crowd on their
Our broadcast today, as it
Alvirne
always
has brought
is.
some of their students with them as well on the far side of the floor from our vantage point. Opening tip won by the home team, the only unbeaten team left in Division I at 5-0. Here's a spiraling shot for Derek Schwartz, trying to follow his own miss. This one is kept alive. Last touch by Bronco forward Andrew Dealey, one of 9 seniors in the lineup for first-year head coach Mitchell Roy on the road for Alvirne tonight.
Did you see the freshman, the way he attacked right away early? We've seen that so much this year with freshmen, right? We've seen 2 or 3 freshmen. Bedford freshmen.
Inside, a muscle move and a foul is called. Ryan Schwartz going to head to the free throw line. There's Ryan and Derek on the floor tonight for Portsmouth.
Ryan's a 9th grader, and Derek's the 9th grader, and Ryan is
the junior.
The junior.
And he's at the free throw line here, hoping to get the home team on the board first, and he does that with the free throw. Well, the other brothers to keep an eye on tonight for Portsmouth, of course, Isaiah Reese gets another start tonight for head coach John Mulvey. He's the junior, and Isaac Reese opens the game on the bench. Meanwhile, this one is a miss for Schwartz. A good pinch down rebound there for Sean Dewitt, the senior for Alvirne. And now the Broncos, on their first possession, have a chance for their first lead.
Yep. Portsmouth in a man. Nice job, too, with help defense. A little shell.
There's Garrett Hall. A good look at a 3-ball. Won't go. Rebound up for grabs. Comes down again on this side with Gabe Comro. Up top, hoisted 3. Too strong for Dewitt. Again, Alvirne is there off the bounce as Hall able to collect. Now perhaps a third try. Pick and pop, 15-footer, no, and a push-off is called down low against Bronco forward Andrew Dealey.
The superstructure at the top.
And it's out of bounds. A deep one offered up there by the junior Isaiah Reese.
Maybe Portsmouth doesn't see many zones. Nobody does, really. You don't see a lot of zone overall, so maybe Alvirne's trying something that they know Portsmouth doesn't see much of, so they have to make some adjustments early.
Broncos go inside. Dealey on the block, turns to his right and banks it in.
Good jump hook.
now or no? This is 2-3. Well, early second quarter here in Portsmouth. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance. First field goal for Ryan Schwartz, the junior. Going to tie the game at 13 as we continue to go back and forth here in this first half.
That was a good athletic move inside. Tough pass.
Three-pointer around the rim and out. Chip Fundy, a good look. Ends up with a rebound for McCauley.
Man, they do have some size. They have 2 or 3 guys on the floor right now that are about 6'4", 6'5".
Ryan Schwartz, open look in the corner. 3 won't go, but a foul here.
It's going to stay here, I think. No, he pointed like it was going to stay there, but I guess not.
It's against the Clippers. We apologize for the technical difficulties in that first quarter. Hopefully the storm has passed us.
Yeah,
and
we're good.
It's smooth sailing for the rest of the night. This one should be a good one. Alvirne hoping to improve to 4-2 and hand Portsmouth, the last unbeaten team in Division I, their first loss. If they're going to do so tonight, Garrett Hall is going to have to be a big reason why. Off to a good start. That's his first field goal, but already with a game-high 4 rebounds.
Yeah, good spinning move to the basket. Left hand. I think he's right-handed, so he's got good use of both hands.
Deep 3, Isaiah Reese can't find the touch. Rebound for Sean Dewitt in the crowd. Alvirne the other way. Quick 3. Conroe, a good look out of the corner. Crashing the glass is Chip Fundy. Second try on the way. Extra pass sets up Hall. 3 in the hole this time.
Yeah, they left him wide open. Open look. Good timeout call if that's what we're doing, I think, maybe. Coach's timeout.
You see there Conroe knocking down.
Oh, we got a foul.
The 3, and then you're right, a whistle away from the basketball.
Yeah, so the basket counts.
The basket counts. The foul goes against Garrett Hall. That's his second. And yes, Coach Roy is going to take his leading rebounder.
Not yet.
No, not yet. You're right.
Two
there
fouls.
he is.
He's leaving him in.
Yep.
Well, we saw that backfire recently. You know what? You got to make sure you get him out. It's early. It's way early right now.
Reese can't connect, and then there he is.
Yeah.
Hall to the loose ball. His 5th rebound.
Yeah, I might want to give him a break. Just a couple minutes. The game is close. It's not out of hand. They're ahead. Right, they're ahead, so.
Loose ball. Isaiah Reese out of a crowd. Gets to the rim.
Another Portsmouth turnover. That's the 6th one. I'm sorry. Alvirne turnover. I'm sorry.
Broncos by 3. In the corner, ready to fire, Valenzuela. Good look. Rebound tapped around before it's controlled by McCauley for Portsmouth. Nearly 3 minutes in, second quarter. Clippers, who have not been challenged yet, 5-0 coming into the game. All double-digit wins. Trailing by 3 here as their freshman misfires from the elbow. A lucky tap gets it back to Isaiah Reese near midcourt. Broncos stay in the 2-3. Portsmouth going to a high-low there, and it draws a whistle along the baseline.
Yeah, should be out of bounds. Good pass inside. I think that might have been brother to brother again. They're pretty good together. You can tell they know where the other one is supposed to be or where he's going to be. They look a little winded. I'm a little concerned. Portsmouth right now, there's a couple guys on their knees holding their jerseys. They look a little tired early. The crowd is great here, too.
Yeah.
So you really have that in your back pocket.
Fun place to play, fun place to call a game.
Yeah.
Especially on nights like this. A packed house, fans for both schools, loud early on.
Yeah, you don't often see the other side that crowded as well. It's good to see.
Misfires on a 3. Again, it's going to be Dewitt to the loose ball.
Dewitt.
Technically a rebound, his 3rd.
We're going to give it to him.
Quick 3. Conroe hit from that spot a moment ago, couldn't get it there. Rocheleau is there, missed the layup. The other way, Schwartz steps through a crowd, left it short. McCauley is knocked to the ground.
Had a rebound, but just turned it over. Fell down.
Travel is called. And again, McCauley, who, while we were away, hit the floor pretty hard.
He did.
Moments ago, takes another tumble here. But the freshman seeming like he's good to go.
Yeah, we've seen a few guys go down. The younger Schwartz went down on a hard, when he went up high and landed on his back hard, got up quick.
Meanwhile, DeWitt going to attack, drive and kick, ready to fire. Valenzuela can't connect.
There's Derek Schwartz. I need to make sure I get the correct Schwartz.
He's on the glass tonight as well, already with 5 for Portsmouth. There again on the pinch down is DeWitt. Another rebound off the miss.
Good rebounding guard.
Yeah. Midway through second quarter. Alvirne trying to double the lead with a 3. DeWitt given the green light, can't connect.
Tell you what, McCauley has come off the bench. A quick 4 rebounds. They are very active and athletic.
Isaiah Reese, step back 3, won't go. The ball trickles into the corner. Out of bounds and will belong to the Broncos. Timeout, Portsmouth, 3.5 to go. First half, Alvirne out in front, 18-15. Our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week is presented by Beals Insurance. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance. Get you the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Visit BealsInsurance.com. Also by MG Sports Fundraising. That's fundraising made easy. MG Sports Fundraising is the official fundraising partner of Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com. Start raising money for your team today. And finally by the New Hampshire Tomahawks. Showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit nhtomahawks.com and also girls.nhtomahawks.com. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. Some of the storylines we are following tonight. Obviously, Portsmouth record, 5-0, hoping to remain the only unbeaten D1 team at this point in the schedule. Alvirne bringing 9 seniors on a long road trip, hoping to weather the storm, so to speak, in a hostile gym. Out to a good start here in this first half.
So far, they've shown that senior maturity. You know, a lot of these guys have been together, obviously, for probably 4 years. I mean, you come up, I don't know if they have a freshman team, but a lot of places now have that. So you come up 4 years, you play together that long, you're going to be pretty good once you get to be a senior. And this crowd is tough, so you have to be able to have some maturity to deal with the crowd, and they seem to be doing that tonight.
Very large student section, very loud student section tonight. Of course, the cheerleaders are along the sideline as opposed to the baseline, a little different of a look. And the band is here, which always elevates the atmosphere. This one is tipped out into the aforementioned cheerleaders.
Yeah, DeWitt wanted a foul. He just a little too much dribbling here and there. We've seen it on both sides a couple times. A little too much dribbling, right? Move the ball. It moves faster when you pass it. Pass and cut.
Not a whole lot of whistles in this first half.
No.
The officials have let them play for the most part. Only 3 team fouls collectively so far in this second quarter as we hit the 3-minute mark.
And I'm okay with that as long as it doesn't affect shots.
Meanwhile, Hall shuffled his feet before putting the ball on the deck. That's a travel. No argument there from the junior.
As long as you're not getting a huge advantage on some physical play, I'm okay with that. That's part of the game that kind of makes it fun. You know, as a former player, I miss that. You know, the contact is not football contact, but people always laugh and go, oh, no, that's not a contact sport. And basketball is a contact sport.
Here's a steal. Alvirne with a 2-on-1. DeWitt throws it up wildly at the rim.
I think he got hit.
He wanted the foul, won't get it. Portsmouth ultimately with possession.
Yeah, he got hit on that. If we had the Wizard would show us, I don't know if our internet will handle it, but, or I'm sorry, not our internet, Epping's internet or wherever that's coming from, but I think he got hit. Here it comes. I knew he'd come through. Let's take a look.
Meanwhile, Portsmouth, good patience here on this possession. Sets up an open shot that won't go for Damian Sanu. Freshman misfires from the three-point line. Alvirne comes back the other way, ready to shoot is Chip Fundy. A deep 3 attempt from the wing. Not on target. Schwartz the rebound.
Yeah, and we look back at that foul I thought was a minute ago. He got hit. Body foul going up. Should have had a free throw or 2. Usually 2.
2 minutes to go until halftime. Coming up at halftime, stats, highlights, analysis, out-of-town scoreboard, and more. Busy Friday night statewide. A lot to get to coming up at the break. Meanwhile, a foul on the floor here.
Yeah.
Over in the corner against the Alvirne guard, Sean Chip Fundy. The junior landed on top of Schwartz.
If he would have stayed there, fake and stayed there and gone up, he might have got some free throws. on that play, but he kind of stepped away and moved. He'll learn that as he gets older. You want to make sure you take that contact, go up with the shot, and he just throw it up at the basket and hope for the best so you get free throws.
Meanwhile, subs both ways. Alvirne going to bring back Andrew Dealey, the senior, to man the middle. And for Portsmouth, Xavier Lampert also back in to play the center spot. Meanwhile, tough one on a fadeaway for Anthony Ferrola.
Yeah,
crowd
very
again.
Tough. Just kind of threw it over there.
Wanted a foul. Alvirne clears the glass, comes the other way. Final minute 25 and a steal. Ryan Schwartz to the rim, and a good play on the ball by DeWitt.
That was all ball. Great play.
Prevented the layup, and a few words are exchanged after the whistle.
No words needed. That was a great play. Hand on
Coach
ball.
Mitchell asking for a technical here. As
Body
you see
foul.
There's the foul,
Yeah.
and then the words afterwards.
Not worth words, Nick, do you think? Is that worth words? I don't think so.
Ferrola getting a talking to, so to speak, from the officials, but no technical, as Coach Roy was hoping for.
He could, you could have. If you got guys that go after someone after a play like that. I mean, it wasn't a dirty play. He didn't knock him down. Hard foul, right? But not a dirty play. He got all ball. He just got a little body.
But it wasn't the shooter who had the words. It was his teammate.
Right. He came over in defense.
Yep.
So he made what? 1 of 2 that time?
A 1-for-2 trip for Schwartz makes the game 18-16. Alvirne's gone on a drought. They led by as many as 5, but have not scored in nearly 3 minutes. We hit the 1-minute mark. Leaner, no with the left hand. Betancourt hoping to draw a foul perhaps on that one. Rebound ends up with Portsmouth's Ferrola. And now the Clippers, after trailing most of this first half and by as many as 5 earlier in the quarter. A chance perhaps to take the lead with a 3 here. Derek Schwartz with a hoist, won't get it. Dealey, hard-fought rebound for Alvirne. Able to clear it out of the crowd in the paint and bring us down to the 30-second mark here. Broncos hoping to double the lead. Out in front, 18-16.
Last shot, maybe? I'm not sure if they'll wait this long. I would. You got a 2-point lead. We always say wait till it gets to 10, and then attack and try and get a layup, get to the free throw line.
Here's DeWitt. He does have one eye on the clock here as it ticks down to 10 seconds.
You got to take it. You got to go at this point right to the basket.
The senior wants a one-on-one. Instead, he gets a timeout. No, a 5-second violation is the call. I thought Coach Roy may have asked for time, but instead it's a 5-second violation.
Too much dribbling, Nick.
A little bit of a rare call is going to give Portsmouth the ball back with 5.2 remaining.
And they will get a shot. They should get a decent shot. Although that's a closely guarded call. I don't know if he was that closely guarded. He was just kind of making his way. There was a screen coming.
Here's Reese looking for the final shot. Gets in the lane, but can't get the layup. Knocked to the ground on the release.
He did what he was supposed to do.
And fittingly, no whistle here at the end of the first half. 18-16 defense is the name of the game here on the Seacoast. Undefeated Portsmouth trailing by 2. Alvirne is out in front, 18-16 at halftime.
That was a 5. No, I'm sorry. Yes, a 5-5 second quarter score.
Yeah.
So not a lot of scoring that time. I saw fatigue. I saw fatigue on the Portsmouth side. I saw some frustration on the Alvirne side, not getting some calls that they think should have gotten. That last one right there going to the basket, you kind of don't want to bail someone out. That was a foul. They've missed a few. And I know we're letting them play, and I'm okay with that. But again, what did we say? If it impedes a shot, changes a shot, knocks somebody down, or affects something in a negative way, you have to call the foul. You have to.
As my father used to say, if you gain an advantage.
Exactly. I was trying to
then
work my way there. You're
yes.
exactly right. Your dad is exactly right.
Yes.
Where's Mr. Anastas when we need him?
Coming up, stats, highlights, analysis. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school, varsity, and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Halftime here in Portsmouth, a low-scoring affair between the Clippers and the Alvirne Broncos here in our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance. Portsmouth, the last unbeaten, remaining in Division I at 5-0. came out to this roaring crowd, seemingly ready to go, but some of the shots that presented themselves in that first half just wouldn't go down. Really the case for both teams, especially in that second quarter.
Yeah, shot selection was not great. When you play a team, too, that plays zone and you don't face zone very often, you have to practice that. And so if you don't see it a lot, it's tough. So you got to get good shots. It's about moving the ball, finding the gaps, penetrating gaps, kicking, trying to get shots, hit the high post. And they've done a little bit of that, but they've also taken some bad shots. And in contrast, Alvirne, again, I said it was a 5-5. I think I said that to you. 5-5 quarter. So 5 points each. And just a lot of missed shots that, some of them weren't great. But we talked about the physicality part and letting that go, and we were okay with it. They have let a few kind of hard fouls on layups go. And I think they should have called a few of those just because when you're knocking a guy down and he's trying to hit a layup, like your dad said, if it doesn't present an advantage, and they did. That was taking away the advantage, and they should have had some free throws. So maybe the officials make some adjustments, and both teams hopefully will make the required adjustments for a more productive second half.
Some of the numbers from that first half. Alvirne led by Gabe Conrose, 5 points. Had help, especially on the glass, from Garrett Hall, who was active in that first half.
Yes.
Played most of that second quarter despite the 2 fouls as well. And Sean Chip Fundy has done a little bit of everything for the Broncos. 3 points, 3 rebounds. On the Portsmouth side, Isaiah Reese, the junior, 5 points, 3 rebounds. Freshman Derek Schwartz is the high man on the window for the home team with 5 rebounds, going along with 2 points. Coach Mulvey's Clippers, 8 turnovers in that first half, a number that may or may not sit well with the coach at the midway point.
No, you don't want to get that close to 10 ever. If you can avoid getting that close to 10 for the entire game, you feel really good. So 8's a little rough in the first half, and some of the turnovers were not necessary either. They were, not good passes and just, jumping in the air a lot and trying to throw the ball around, which never, by the way, young people, again, watching the game, we always try and tell young people, kind of give you just some feedback, right? Don't leave your feet if you intend to pass the ball.
Right.
Leave your feet to score the basketball, to get a rebound, right? Don't leave your feet if you're going to pass the ball. Number one, guys are usually not ready for you, and you end up hurting people or getting hit in the face and turn the ball over. You are responsible for a turnover, and it doesn't help your team because you don't need to be jumping around throwing the ball. I had a teammate that did that, and we had to fix that. You end up with broken fingers. It's not good.
Festive atmosphere, as we highlighted tonight, one of our favorite gyms to visit.
It is.
A jersey theme, in effect, for the home student section, and they continue to swell their numbers.
They just keep coming.
As the night progresses. On the other side, Alvirne well represented as well as they made the drive from Hudson.
Is this our first band?
And we have the band
This
as well.
is our first band this year, right?
Which has been
we like a band.
an added bonus for sure.
That's a jazz band over there. I like a good jazz band.
Some other scores in Division 1. Trinity, another win, as they down Nashua South in the Gate City, 72-61. Final score there.
Wow.
Pioneers rebound from their lone loss earlier this week.
That's a big win for them against South. Has played well.
Yeah.
Really well.
Meanwhile, early in Manchester, late second quarter, Bedford and Memorial in a rematch of that exhibition we covered, the Christmas tournament final. Bedford a 35-23 lead over the Crusaders.
That's considerable.
With just over 2 minutes to go before the break.
And that, in contrast to this, though, is a high-scoring first half.
Yeah.
I do know that your Blue Knights were leading.
That's Manchester West.
Yes, the Manchester West Blue Knights they were leading 36-29 at the half over Co-Brown. So, and Co-Brown's pretty good.
Right.
So that was kind of a fun one to hear. I got that text
we'll
earlier.
keep an eye on that in Division 2. All right, Justin, you alluded to some of the adjustments we may or may not see, but what are some things that absolutely have to happen for both teams over the final 16 minutes?
If you're Portsmouth, you got to figure out a way to attack the zone more efficiently. You know, in the beginning I said, you know, energy, efficiency, and effort. The efficiency part, against the zone, you have to figure out a way to get better shots. Alvirne has to find a way on the other end to not turn the ball over as well, and they need to make sure they get better shots. Attacking the basket, maybe getting some layups. Too many three-point shots, I think, from guys that aren't three-point shooters. When that happens, right, you can't score. You got to find other ways to score. You know how many free throws we've had, Nick? And this frustrates me. We have had 6 free throws in this game. Total 6. So that tells you one thing, that Alvirne right now has 2. They're not attacking the basket, and they're not getting shots inside and trying to get fouls. Portsmouth has 4, and they too are shooting a lot of threes. Got to change those 2 things. And I think both teams will be okay, but I think we're in for a very close game.
Alvirne with the basketball as we begin the third quarter. Starting 5 on the floor for both teams. Here's DeWitt. I thought he had a pretty good first half, especially on the offensive end.
I think he leads well. I think he does a good job with that. He gets his guys moving. Right now, he got called for a 5-second violation earlier on just what he did right there. But he does a nice job kind of getting his guys in the right spot.
Here is DeWitt, passes on a shot. He's got an open shooter to his right, and Betancourt cashes in.
A willing passer, and it was a good, wide open, patient look.
The assist goes to DeWitt. Betancourt's first 3. And now we have seen 7 different Broncos score here tonight. Meanwhile, this one, another rough and tumble play. It works for Ryan Schwartz.
Oh, turnover, quick one.
And then a foul. As another collision, bodies have been on the floor tonight.
Yeah, we've had a lot of that. I think I got to get a foul this time.
It's going to go against Garrett Hall. And the Alvirne Jr. just picked up his 3rd. He did a good job avoiding that 3rd foul before halftime.
He did.
He's hit with it here less than a minute into the third quarter.
Yeah, you might want to take him out now, give him a break because it's so early in the third quarter if you need him later. See, look at the passing here. This is a lack of playing against the zone. They're lobbing the ball back and forth on the skip pass.
And miscommunication there. It ends up in the bench.
Yeah, you turn the ball over yet again.
Alvirne by 3. Looking for a little bit of breathing room here. Hall, DeWitt works it. Betancourt, baseline drive. Back to Hall on the wing. Pulls the trigger. 3-pointer is a line drive miss. Offensive rebound. Albert's Gabe Conroe, no. Betancourt can't get it. Hall leans in and gets the finger roll.
Nice rebound. And look at that again. Offensive rebounds for Alvirne. First half, offensive rebounds. Starting the second half with offense.
From the first half. Put back. Won't go. There's a lid on the basket.
There is.
Now a foul is called along the baseline. And again, some more talking.
Yeah,
the officials
too much.
Getting in between players. We saw this for a moment in the first half as well. Some grappling, some grabbing there on that loose ball.
Yeah, quite a bit. You know, kind of losing control a little bit. Guys start talking, they start pushing. That's when you end up with fights, right? So what do? Sometimes you have to call an early tee just to make sure you avoid that, and then they stop. It's over. They won't do it anymore. Referees do not want to kick guys out. They don't want to call 2 tees. Number 1, it's not fun for you. Number 2, the paperwork is incredible.
Meanwhile, Alvirne, they're going to lose the basketball again as Hall lost the handle.
There's your tee right there.
And then committed the foul on his way to the floor. That's his 4th personal. His teammates trying to calm him down. The junior upset.
You're going to get him out.
And now Coach Roy will go to the bench to replace the veteran.
Chip Flynn came off the bench, though. It was great. Burst of energy, did just fine.
So Sean Chip Fundy coming on. A little bit of a smaller look on the floor right now for Alvirne.
But the zone is effective. Right now, the zone is very effective.
That 2-3 has been the defensive look tonight throughout for Coach Roy. Here's another misfire, another loose ball. Pass knocked down in the lane, stolen. Alvirne's Chip Fundy sends it up the floor. Conroe in attack mode trying to bank it, but he does draw a foul. Another collision happening under the rim.
You know, if they don't get this under control, we're going to have a fight or someone's going to get hurt. Because they're banging around underneath the basket on the other end over here. There was a couple fouls. That's a flop. That's not even a great, he wasn't there. It wasn't even close.
Foul goes against Xavier Lampert, his second. 2 team fouls against each team. Just 2.5 minutes into this third quarter. Conroe's free throw is no good. Gabe, the senior, one of 9 in his class on the varsity roster, 5 points in that first half.
Yeah, and this is a battle. Seniors versus underclassmen, pretty much. 9 seniors on that Alvirne team. It's a battle.
And no seniors for Portsmouth. Conroe 1 for 2, gets a friendly road roll.
Yeah, we need that.
On that second attempt. His club leads by 6 for the first time tonight. 24-18.
And again, Portsmouth having trouble scoring. They only have 2 points in the quarter thus far.
On the heels of a 5-point second quarter. We've played nearly 3 minutes. Portsmouth taking their time trying to diagnose this tricky 2-3 zone. They'll do it with a 3-pointer. Derek Schwartz, the freshman. Wasn't quite square on the release. Didn't matter for the right-hander.
They're very unwilling to throw the ball in the high post. It's wide open.
It's a good pick and roll. Dealey, though, misses the layup. And again, look out. A jump ball is called. Ryan Schwartz knocked to the ground in the process, but able to hang on long enough for the officials to call the jump ball. So possession arrow favors Portsmouth.
I don't think Dealey knew what he wanted to do with the ball. Did you notice that? Another turnover right there. Just too much dribbling. Too much dribbling.
It comes right in front of Coach Roy on that Alvirne sideline.
Yeah, when they show, pardon me, when they showed that earlier, Dealey went up. It almost looked like he was going to two-hand jam it, and then he kind of changed his mind and sort of let it go. I think he just missed it.
Too much about it.
Yeah,
first.
I think he did. You're right. Good call. I think. Oh, good screen.
Hard screen up top draws the ire of the crowd.
A little bit of a flop perhaps, but a great screen.
DeWitt lost the handle but keeps it alive. Ball does end up out of bounds.
Almost
last touch by Portsmouth.
Getting a little bit out of control, Nick. Don't like to see this.
Ryan Schwartz on the ground there. This has been the case more often than not tonight. A lot of floor burns.
Goodness. There's going to be some red kneecaps when they get home.
Was Dealey in the post, lost it off his leg. No.
Oh, he changed his mind.
Yeah,
You're right.
The Clippers can't believe it. They thought.
I don't think I can believe it.
That was a turnover. Instead,
Wizard.
They're saying it's last touch by Lampard. Meanwhile, Alvirne will keep it right here as we approach the midway point, third quarter. It's been a tight one. In this one, a scrappy basketball game.
Reaching and grabbing. That's usually a foul right there on the reach across the body. Again, if you can teach kids to swing up.
By the way, tough to see with Coach Roy in the way from our angle there on the replay.
But you teach kids to swing up defensively and not down, right? Officials are going to call fouls when you swing down.
Wide open. Good bounce pass there by Chip Fundy on the assist. DeWitt with no one in front, an easy left-hand lay-in.
They haven't lost anything by taking Hall out, and Chip Fundy's come in and done just fine. Played well.
Meanwhile, DeWitt now with 7 points. And here's an offensive foul.
He didn't get there. Legal screen, did not get there.
Lampert not quite set on the ball screen.
It's another turnover. That's the 9th. No, we already have 8. That's the...
I've got 11 for Portsmouth now. The third giveaway up
I got
the court.
12 on that even.
12,
an extra one, yeah.
Yeah, it's been one of those nights for Coach Mulvey. Hasn't seen too many of those nights since returning to the sideline. Took a year off, as we mentioned.
Yes, have a child.
Starting a young family.
Good for him.
And back, inheriting a club that brings back a lot of players from a year ago. Still no seniors, as we mentioned, but
they're only going to get better.
A lot of veterans nonetheless.
Right. As the season progresses, that's what's interesting, too. They have 5 wins.
Conroe for 3.
And going forward, they're only going to get better because they're so young.
Gabe Conroe hoping to hand this young Portsmouth group their first loss of the season. He's doing his part.
Absolutely.
With a game high now 9 points. His club is up by 8. It's their largest lead tonight, 29-21. Portsmouth needs a bucket. They bring back freshman Finnegan McCauley, who gives up a pass there, leads to an open shot. Second try for Ryan Schwartz. No. Third effort is going to lead to free throws. That's Derek Schwartz helping out his brother on the glass. Draws a foul on Chip Fundy.
Offensive rebound, really, you know what has been the kind of the theme, or the I don't know what you would call it, the offensive rebound. Offensive rebounding has
Tonight?
been, yeah. Offensive rebounding has been what has kept Alvirne ahead, and what Portsmouth needs to do to kind of come back at this point.
Derek Schwartz, high man on the glass. Speaking of the rebounding category, the freshman with 6 goes nicely with his now 6 points after that free throw. His club down 7, make it 6 as he knocks down the second as well.
Got to make free throws. They haven't shot very many. They've only missed a couple, so that'll keep them kind of back, get them back in the game. But
5 of Derek Schwartz's 7 points have come in this third quarter. Clippers hoping to get the crowd back involved. They're back within 6, and they draw an offensive foul here on a charge.
Good pass. Just, again, don't leave your feet, people. On the pass, don't leave your feet. You can't fly. You can only hope.
That's now 9 giveaways for Alvirne, including 3 in this third quarter. We're inside of 3 minutes.
It's been a tough quarter. Very physical quarter.
Broncos keyed their success to the 2-3 zone. They've allowed the three-point ball. It doesn't fall there, but another offensive rebound will lead to free throws. Ryan Schwartz. He's put in work tonight, Justin. 7 rebounds. And we're going back to the line where he was 2 for 4 in that first half. Going to get Betancourt with the reach in there on the way back up. It's the first foul against the Alvirne senior. And also the 15 foul against Alvirne.
Yeah,
so
they've
it's
rebounded
bonus time.
well, but they just can't put the ball in the basket. The zone is just thwarting them at this point.
Schwartz left it short. Played a lot of minutes tonight. As we mentioned, it's been a rough and tumble type of game. He's been on the floor.
Yeah, I don't think he's come out, has he?
I don't think so.
I don't think his brother's come out. He hasn't come out. Yeah, they only play about maybe, I think they're playing 7. Right now, 7 deep.
0 for 2 trip there, but his brother has his back.
Good rebound by the young fella.
Derek Schwartz continuing his big third quarter. 7 of his 9 points in this frame. 2.5 to go. After trailing by as many as 8, Portsmouth is within 4, and it'll stay at 4 after another missed layup inside from Andrew Dealey. Well, this one rolls into the corner. Schwartz calling for it on the block. Derek, step through move. No. Tipped, kept alive. Poked now loose into the corner, out of bounds. And it'll stay with Portsmouth. It'll stay right here.
Wow. There's a lot going on right there. Offensive rebounding. Keeping Portsmouth in the game right now. Offensive rebounding. Second shots, third shots. Don't lob the ball.
You can hear the Bronco fans who have made the trip from Hudson chanting defense. Well, there's the diagnosis.
Where you got to throw the ball. We talked about it.
McCauley in the high post, knocks down a 15-footer. It's his first field goal, and that leads to an Alvirne timeout. Minute 49 to go, third quarter. It's a 2-point game again at 29-27. Our broadcast brought to you by Beals Insurance, locations in Bedford, Londonderry, and Epping. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Visit BealsInsurance.com. By MG Sports Fundraising. That's fundraising made easy. MG Sports Fundraising is the official fundraising partner of Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. Visit MGSportsFundraising.com. Start raising money for your team today. And finally by the New Hampshire Tomahawks Showcase and Development for College Lacrosse. Visit nhtomahawks.com and also girls.nhtomahawks.com. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you.
We're here.
It's a fun atmosphere as expected.
Absolutely.
Here in Portsmouth, it's been a good game. Alvirne has been in control, threatening to hand the Clippers their first loss of the season. Led by as many as 8 moments ago, it has dwindled down to 2, and now Portsmouth gets the stop they want and a chance here in the final 90 seconds of this third quarter to tie or take the lead here. A runner won't go. Cody Bilal, who just came on. Valenzuela powers out. Conroe ready to fire for Alvirne. That three no good. Valenzuela skying rebound, keeps it on the offensive end for the Broncos.
And here's where DeWitt needs to kind of take control a little bit, slow it down. Maybe you're ahead by 2. Take good shots.
2-on-1. Whipped in and out of the hands of Isaiah Reese.
And a Euro step and then the pass. That's a tough one to catch.
Turned over in the corner. Giveaway number 13.
Yeah, that's
unlucky.
Too many turnovers.
13 for the home team.
Yeah, that's too many.
Meanwhile, subs, a well-deserved break for your boy, Sean Chip Fundy.
Yeah, he played well. All right, came in, played well.
Going to get a round of high fives on the Alvirne sideline.
See, now we have Portsmouth picking up in the full court, kind of making it a little bit more difficult to bring the ball up.
There's a three. DeWitt. Line drive miss. Out of the corner. And a rebound for Alvirne's McCauley, his 5th off the bench tonight.
You know, Portsmouth is rebounding well. Right? They're just not shooting very well. There you go. Get the ball to the high post and keep getting it there. Good things happen at the high post, right?
You got to reach in foul. That's a good thing.
Yeah, we're shooting free
for
throws.
Portsmouth because it's bonus time. 16 fouls here with 38 seconds.
For some reason they think we're out of bounds, but we're shooting free. Okay, there we go. We got it. Making it happen.
Penalty limit. Ryan Schwartz shooting 2 shots.
So Schwartz.
Yeah, it makes me nuts sometimes that the 1-and-1 is gone, Nick. I like the 1-and-1, right?
I agree.
You got to make one to get another one. That's awesome.
This one misses.
Right? It gives you a little extra. It gives you a little extra something to make the free throw, right? I have to make it if I want to get another one.
Meanwhile, Ryan Schwartz had a tough night at the line tonight. He's been excellent everywhere else, but just now 2 of 6 at the stripe, and he's missed his last 3, hoping to end that streak here and cut Alvirne's lead in half. He will not.
He does not.
Another rebound for Sam Dewitt. And he's going to slow it down along with his backcourt mate Conroy. Alvirne maybe thinking final shot here, 25 seconds.
Well, I'm up 2. Pardon me. I'm up 2. I'm taking the last shot again. I'm going to wait because you might get a foul. They have 1 foul to give. And there's the one. When guys come off the bench, though, it's interesting, guys. They just try to dribble and attack, and, you know, whoever gets it wants to shoot it. But if you get the ball to your point guard, let him run the show. He needs to go get it and make sure he did what he did last time, but not get called for, a 5-second violation.
It's a reach-in foul there against Isaiah Reese. And now at 10 seconds, Luke Norris, the junior point guard who just came on, has the basketball.
DeWitt should have it.
Countdown from the crowd. 3-pointer from Conroe won't go. And now the real horn will sound. That brings us to the end of the third quarter. Alvirne still clinging to a 2-point lead at 29-27. Do they finish the deal on the other side and hand Portsmouth their first loss? Or do the Clippers come back and stay undefeated? We find out next. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471 888-866-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Start of the fourth quarter here in Portsmouth. Buckle up, should be a good final 8 minutes here as Alvirne looks to hand the last unbeaten team in Division I their first loss of the season. Alex Valenzuela, one of 9 Alvirne seniors, played well off the bench tonight. The key has been this 2-3 zone, Justin, as you have highlighted. It has worked for Alvirne, and Portsmouth has not been able to cash in on some of their field goal attempts. Meanwhile, this one is going to stay here. Good fight by McCauley to keep that ball alive and eventually draw a foul in the paint against Alvirne. First team foul either way in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, good rebound. They're working hard in the glass. Again, offensive rebounds, right? That's going to keep them in the game and perhaps get them the lead. They just have to, right now, out of bounds play. We don't have one. That's unusual because they're a very well coached team too. There's
a three. Isaiah Reese, no. Offensive rebound, Derek Schwartz, yes.
There you go, rebounding again. Offensive rebounding, going to get them back in the game.
Been a demon on the glass, been a scoring machine in this second half. In double figures with 11, 9 have come since the break. Very close to a double-double with 9 rebounds unofficially. 1 minute gone, fourth quarter, 2-point game again. Alvirne has played with the lead most of the night, led by as many as 8 back in that third quarter. DeWitt with a floater, won't go. Rebound again cleared by the freshman McCauley for Portsmouth.
And they have some active, lengthy freshmen rebounding. There's a big lob.
Skip pass ends up in the near corner. Cody Ballard, 3, that one's short. Valenzuela, easy rebound for Alvirne. Broncos want to push. DeWitt is open, three-pointer around the rim and out, punched out. Portsmouth wants to run. Reese stripped from behind. Betancourt, great effort. Able to track it down in the corner. It's a steal for Alvirne. And now the point guard, DeWitt, going to slow it down at midcourt. 2 minutes in, fourth quarter. DeWitt flashing down the lane and knocked to the ground and fouled.
He was trying to shoot, but he couldn't get it off, I don't think. But he's tough. He's getting beat up quite a bit.
It's been a physical game tonight both ways. Below is going to sit as Coach Mulvey goes back to the Portsmouth bench. Damian Sanu, who played very briefly in that first half, is back on the floor. Another freshman in the Portsmouth lineup. Here's a steal. Up ahead, Ryan Schwartz challenged at the iron and finishes anyway over Valenzuela.
Good finish at the hoop. Those Schwartz brothers are very bouncy.
10 turnovers forced tonight by this Clipper defense. They've been in a man tonight.
They have. All night long.
All night. We've seen Alvirne in the zone at the other end. Drive and kick. Betancourt swings it. DeWitt, three-pointer, short. Rebound again for McCauley.
More cold shooting.
Tie game.
Yeah, make a few of those. The game changes. Neither team has shot very well from 3. There it is, wide open.
There's a 3. Eric Schwartz can't connect. McCauley, offensive rebound. Leans into a second attempt, rolls off the rim. Loose ball on the baseline, and finally whistled out of bounds. Last touched by Portsmouth. Good hustle both ways.
Yeah, Schwartz and McCauley both with 10, and all 3, both Schwartz brothers and McCauley have been just rebounding machines tonight for Portsmouth. I'd like to see one of the two teams, though, running out of bounds play underneath the basket. Neither team has tried to score. They're just lobbing the ball in, and a couple times they've turned it over.
Here's Garrett Hall back into the game for Alvirne. Had to sit most of that third quarter after picking up his 4th foul.
He has to
just
be
a minute
very
into
careful,
the third quarter. He's on the floor now with 4.
Because after he shot that, he went after it again. He's going to have to be careful if he wants to stay in the game.
Meanwhile, the Clippers looking for their first lead since the first quarter.
Crowd will go nuts, Nick.
So we approach the midway point of this fourth quarter.
Be patient, take a good shot, use the high post. Don't force it.
Leaner, Derek Schwartz, offensive foul.
Left his feet.
Crashed into Garrett Hall, who landed hard. grimacing as he gets back to his feet. May have knocked the back of his head into the hardwood.
He did. Luckily, he's got a sort of a fro to protect his head. If I would have done that, I'd been knocked unconscious because I have no hair to protect my head in that situation.
And a gutsy decision to try and draw that charge with 4 fouls.
Yeah, it is. Not many guys want to do that because you want to stay in the game.
It paid off, though. Unselfish play, smart play.
Yeah, he was there.
31 apiece as we near the midway point, fourth quarter. It's anybody's guess.
Oh, there you go.
It's
Shuffled.
a travel.
Shuffle the feet.
Second time Hall has been guilty of that infraction. 14th turnover tonight for Portsmouth. As we saw 8 before halftime, 6 so far since. Meanwhile, Reese given room here. Again, the Clippers seeking the lead. McCauley can't hit the elbow turnaround. It's tipped out to Hall, who's going to slow it down for Alvirne.
Yeah, another turnover. Alvirne gets one, and now Portsmouth with another one back to back. Sloppy basketball right now, Nick. Sloppy basketball.
Inside. Drop step. Left it short with the right hand from the left side. A good look for Dealey. Schwartz's 10th rebound. He's got a double-double. The freshman going to lob it over to Isaiah Reese.
He high post wide open at the elbow.
He's going to hit the reset button and pull it out here. 3.5 to go. Portsmouth hoping to find a way to come back and stay undefeated. And Reese is going to head to the free throw line.
3 shots.
Fouled in the act from behind the three-point line. Knocked down on the wing.
Yeah, got him on when he came down. Hit him right in the middle. No, he's shooting 3. I don't know what we're talking about. I think there was maybe some talk if he was behind the three-point line, but he was pretty far back.
Foul on Sean Chip Fundy. As you can see there, left his feet on the closeout and made contact with the shooter. Isaiah Reese, veteran, who played well last year as a sophomore, full-time starter. 5 points at halftime tonight. It's his first point since, and it's a big one.
Yep.
Puts the home team back in front 32-31.
Crowd appreciate that. Haven't been
It's also ahead. Right, since the first quarter.
Yeah, first quarter.
It's also now a 12-2 run by Portsmouth that spans back to that third quarter. That was the game. That was the point in the game where Alvirne had their largest lead on the board at 29-21. Since then, a 13-2 Portsmouth run. Clippers out in front 34-31. Reese goes 3 for 3, which I know you appreciate there.
Yeah, because it's hard to do. Nobody hardly does it.
Here's the big man trying to bank one. They're going to call him for an offensive foul.
Offensive foul. Okay.
Well, Dealey guilty perhaps of a push-off. You can see the youngster is stunned.
He is befuddled. Let's take a look. I'm befuddled. Oh, no, I don't. His elbow is out, but I think that's just kind of how he shoots, maybe. That didn't really look like much to me, but okay.
Leaned into the defender. And now...
They've been letting that go all night, though. That's interesting.
Now we'll see how long Alvirne stays in this zone, right? They're down by 3. First time they've trailed in this second half. McCauley, they do bait him into a 16-footer, and he says, okay, I'll knock down an open shot.
That's a good shot, though, right? The free throw line, there's going to be a step back a little bit. That's a good shot right now for them. They're not shooting threes very well. So what do? You shoot 15-footers or you attack the basket.
He's played well off the bench. Finnegan McCauley, 4 points, 8 rebounds. Here's a 3.
That ends the drought.
And that ends the drought.
Wow.
It keeps things interesting as well. Conroe, his second from downtown. He's in double figures now with a dozen. And we've got ourselves a timeout on the floor and a good finish brewing. 2:27 to go. Fourth quarter, 2-point game again. Portsmouth in front 36-34.
It's tiring me out. There's a lot going on here. Right?
Yeah.
Very low scoring game. And I think the zone is still something that, like you said, though, Alvirne's going to have to come out. If I'm Portsmouth right now, I'm going to pull them out. I'm going to come way out, and I'm going to hold the ball. I'm going to make them come out and play me man because I think that's what they want. They want them to play man. And Alvirne doesn't want to do that. So You can hold the ball for as long as you want.
Well, we've got a big announcement here, Justin.
Oh, wait a minute. What do we got?
We have just hit the 6,000 subscriber on our YouTube channel. So we appreciate
fantastic.
The ongoing support.
Thank you.
And if you've not done so already,
hit it.
Join the fan club. Hit the subscribe button. Stay in the know the rest of the regular season. Double headers between now and March, and then tournament coverage, as you know, as well. It's all at one place, and really one place only. FNLNH
Nowhere else.
Media. FNLNH Media on YouTube. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham, our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire crew, and our game of the week presented by Beals Insurance. Been a fun one, back and forth. Alvirne out in front most of the way. Held the largest lead tonight of 8 back in that third quarter. Undefeated Portsmouth has clawed their way back. And now on the heels of a 13-2 run, out in front 36-34 as we march towards 2 minutes to go. Isaiah Reese left it short. And then a foul on the rebound attempt as Rocheleau got tangled up with Ryan Schwartz, who continues to be a demon on the glass tonight for the Clippers. The foul goes against the Broncos center.
I thought he had a rebound there. Take a look at that. Oh, he kind of whacked him after Ryan Schwartz had the rebound. He kind of, that lob again. Wow.
It's also the 4th team foul against Alvirne. So one more and it's a bonus. Only 2 fouls against Portsmouth. 2 minutes to go, fourth quarter. Broncos stay in the 2-3 zone. They force an errant pass in the lane, a loose ball in the paint, and Valenzuela has it for the Broncos. The Alvirne Jr. is going to power out and now slow it down as he comes into the front court. A chance to tie or take the lead. Minute 45 to go. DeWitt tangled up in the lane and turned over. Not DeWitt, rather, but Conroe. A key takeaway there for Portsmouth.
Really tough to dribble against the zone. That's what's turned the ball over for Portsmouth on this end.
And there's a foul at the iron.
Baffled, but he got him.
Ryan Schwartz, a good cut there along the baseline to free himself up. And he got mugged near the rim.
He did. Now he's just got to make some free throws.
Minute 28 to go, fourth quarter. Foul against Rocheleau. That's his second.
It's going to come down to the wire. It's going to come down to free throws. It's going to come down to foul trouble. All these things. We don't have much time left, and it is a low-scoring game. See, got to make free throws at the end.
And Schwartz, who had missed 4 in a row, makes sure he does not miss that one. Knocks down the free throw. He's got 9 and 9 by my count. I may have shortchanged him, but a chance to get into the double-figure club tonight here at the line. More importantly, a chance to make it a 2-possession game. Misfires off the back iron. And a clutch rebound there for Alvirne's Andrew Dealey. So now the home fans want to stop. Alvirne looking for a 3 to tie the game, perhaps. Instead, Conroe comes into the lane, whips it back out for Betancourt, pulled out. Back around the horn it goes to Conroe.
Don't need a 3, just need a nice 2-point basket so you can kind of come back the normal way, right?
And Dealey is fouled near the rim.
He has a little bit of trouble making those 2-footers right now. But I like the fact that his teammates have confidence in keep getting him the ball because he's only going to get better.
And you see there the drive, kind of a blind over-the-shoulder pass.
It was. And he could have shot that, but that was a good pass.
Yep, to set up Dealey. First trip to the line tonight, gets a friendly roll.
They need that. It's only their 5th free throw of the night, Nick. That's incredible.
Collectively, you're right, 3 of 5 after that make. 2-point game again, 1 minute, 3 seconds remaining here, fourth quarter, 37-35. One more on the way for Andrew Dealey. Leans into that one and misses off the back iron. 10th rebound tonight for Ryan Schwartz. And it's none bigger tonight for Portsmouth. They've got the ball and the lead. They take us inside of a minute. Now a foul here near midcourt against DeWitt.
More free throws.
That's the third against the Alvirne point guard. And again, the bonus situation continues.
Really extends the game with this foul situation, too. They came out and they were kind of reaching early, like they were maybe thinking we need to try and foul, put them at the free throw line, get the ball back, because they haven't shot free throws well. And Portsmouth, I mean, neither team shot them well. Alvirne hasn't shot very many, and Portsmouth hasn't shot them well.
DeWitt, that's his first miss tonight. Not DeWitt, I'm sorry, Derek Schwartz. Now 2 of 3. He's had a big second half. 11 points, now 12 points to go with 10 boards. Big make, lead extended to 3, 38-35, final 45 seconds. And a timeout from Coach Roy.
Good timeout call because, again, you don't need a 3. You can get a 2 and you can foul. You have lots of time. You're going to put them at the free throw line anyway. I'm attacking the basket and see if I get the three-point play the old-fashioned way. Don't need to shoot threes. Or just, how about this? Don't come down and just chuck up a bad shot.
Well, if Alvirne can come back and win this basketball game, some impressive early season wins. Already on the resume, an opening night win against Memorial. That was 47-45, a tight one there. They won on the road. Won on the road at Goffstown, always a tough place to play.
Yes.
Another 2-point game, 51-49. First loss against Keene. We saw the Blackbirds last week.
Keene is formidable, though. They beat South in our double overtime
affair a few weeks ago.
Crazy game.
And then, after that loss at Keene, they rebound well with a win at Pinkerton. That was also a low-scoring affair, 52-37. Their last time out, as I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, was a loss against Nashua South, 55-45. Portsmouth, undefeated, 5 wins under their belt, all by double digits. Have had to do it the hard way tonight.
Oh, absolutely.
If they can hang on here. 46 seconds, Clippers up 3. Alvirne, though, with the basketball. Here is Garrett Hall. Portsmouth in a man-to-man. Hall for the sharpshooter. This is Conroe. Dribbles into trouble. Take it away and then stripped under the basket. And it's going to stay here. Last touch by the defender.
He pointed the wrong way. I think he said it was off the knees. I'm very confused.
Well, let's get another look there. Hall made a pretty good play on the basketball with his left hand.
Wow. As a fan up here, I'm thinking that's a foul, but
got a lot of leather.
He did.
And the officials, again, have given the benefit of the doubt tonight to the defender overall.
Why are they? Oh, Hall's coming in. He's going to come back in on offense. I don't know about.
Meanwhile, a foul here on the inbound. They're going to get DeWitt underneath. Got, I think, Justin caught up in a mismatch.
You got a hold inside?
Yeah, he had to grab the bigger player, Ryan Schwartz. We get a look at that layup attempt a moment ago. Hall comes down hard on the basketball. Justin does not agree.
He grabbed the entirety of his arm and then hit the ball as well.
Well, perhaps a makeup call here. Either way, Ryan Schwartz ends up at the free throw line with a chance to make this a 2-possession game. 33 seconds. Free throw line has been elusive tonight for the junior.
I'd say, I would always go, when guys aren't shooting free throws well, just say one thing. Bend your knees. Just bend your knees. Makes them think about the shot. What are you supposed to do? Free throws are a ritual. You're supposed to do the exact same thing every single time you do it. Don't change it up. Is this what he does every time? No dribble. I didn't see much.
Gets the roll in. Big free throw. 2-possession game. 39-35. And look out. DeWitt tripped up and knocked to the ground.
Fans aren't happy about that one.
Was airborne there, it looked like, for a moment.
He did. He went straight Superman.
Reminder, after the game, we are planning to speak live with the winning head coach. Live interview, exclusive interview coming up courtside after the game. Plus, of course, stats, highlights, analysis, full recap, and a Friday night scoreboard to get to. Three-pointer up and in, and it's a 1-point game again.
Wow.
Sam DeWitt gets a clean look, knocks it down from deep. An immediate timeout is called from Coach Roy.
Good timeout call.
Just inside of 21 seconds. It's a 1-point game again at 39-38 Portsmouth.
And now Alvirne has to play man, though. You can't sit back in the zone, because if they do, then again you hold the ball. You got to see what they come out and decide to do, but you have to match up. You've got to either get a steal or foul. I'm not giving him much time either. I'm going to foul. I got to be honest. I'm going to right away. I'm going to go foul Ryan Schwartz. Right? He hadn't shot the ball well from the free throw line tonight at all. I'm going to let him catch it, and I'm going to foul him. Because there's only 3 guys in their team that have shot free throws. Reese and the Schwartz brothers. That's it. Maybe you could foul it. Maybe Sanu because he hasn't been in the game very long.
Let's see what they do.
Matchup man
the
full.
Inbounder. In
Trap.
it comes to Isaiah Reese, and still no foul yet. Now a timeout is called by Portsmouth. Reese double team there in the corner. 3 seconds come off the clock, and we're down to 17.2.
It'd be good if we knew how many timeouts they have left too, because in that case they were trying to get a turnover, right, or a steal. Now you're going to have to foul. I think. You can't just let them get the ball in and bring it up. I like the fact that they're trying to trap early. Let them maybe force the ball on the inbounds if you can. This is way harder to do, easier said than done, I should say, to somebody who hasn't shot a free throw for the entire game, right? That means you can foul almost anybody else except for either Schwartz brother or Isaiah Reese.
Well, I don't know how selective you can be with 17 seconds.
No,
I think it's more about the clock at this point.
You can't, but you can try. But you can try, like right now, deny your man the ball and force it into somebody else's hands. Like right here.
The inbounder McCauley looking, and
That's
it's a
it.
5-second violation.
That's it.
The 5 seconds crept up on the freshman.
He had Sanu right in front of him, and he didn't throw him the ball. Right in front. He did not want to throw him the ball.
Pretty good defense on the inbounder there.
It was.
Obstructing the vision. That's a good defensive win for Alvirne. A huge turning point here. 17 seconds. They get the basketball back, down only 1, hoping to steal 1 on the road. Led by as many as 8 earlier in the second half, have played from behind. They're going to give it here to Valenzuela. Down to 10 seconds. The junior to his left. Leaves his feet, got tied up. Ball is out of bounds and last touched, I believe, by Alvirne.
They called a jump ball, Nick.
They did?
Yeah. They called a jump ball and pointed to the Portsmouth side. I don't know why they made that decision to have Valenzuela go one-on-one. Got fouled on the arm on the way down, too, but they didn't call it. But I don't know why they made that. If that was a play, I don't know if that was their play. DeWitt should have the ball in his hands, and he should attack. Or, if not DeWitt, then Conroe. Conroe DeWitt should have the ball in their hands. Take another look. The Wizard will have it. Yeah, he got hit in the arm, too, along with the ball.
So,
pardon me.
We get explanations on both sidelines here. Both head coach at one point or another upset over that last sequence. It does work out in Portsmouth's favor.
Absolutely.
And
now you got a foul.
We're in the same spot we were a moment ago. Clipper basketball, 1-point lead to protect. Now only 8.6 seconds remain.
And he should be able to run the baseline. Hopefully he knows that.
Lampert is now the inbounder. Gets it into Sanu. Sanu into the corner, and there's the foul from behind. Offered up by Luke Norse. The junior guard just came into the Alvirne lineup a moment ago.
Good foul. Quick foul.
Yep. Just over a second and a half or so taken off the clock. We're down to 7 seconds even.
And with 7 seconds left, let's just say even if he makes both free throws, you get a really good shot off in 7 seconds. You can. But again, who are you going to give the ball to? Right? Where's my point guard? I want DeWitt to have the ball in his hands. We talked about him leading the group, leading his team, right? Earlier, you made a great comment about how he seemed to have everything under control, right? He's done a really good job getting guys open, running the offense.
Meanwhile, Sanu.
There it is. He hadn't shot any free throws.
Frustrated after that one went in and out. It appeared like it was halfway down before it popped out. It stays 39-38. One more coming. Meanwhile, Coach Roy has gone back to the Alvirne bench. DeWitt, after a very brief spell on the sideline, is back on the floor, along with Alvirne forwards Dealey and Rocheleau. Second free throw, Sanu, back iron miss, loose ball, bodies crash, and it's last touch by Portsmouth.
Yep.
You see DeWitt colliding full speed there with Ryan Schwartz.
And somehow they lost 2 seconds on that one.
Just over 5 seconds as we look there at the miss.
Did it go off of?
They're going to rule it off of Portsmouth's Schwartz.
Yes.
So Alvirne will have a chance here again with just now 5 seconds remaining to pull one off on the road. The win would send shockwaves throughout Division I, perhaps.
It would.
If Alvirne can pull it off, it would be Portsmouth's first loss of the season, and the last D1 unbeaten would go down. Meanwhile, you could see that was a pretty intense collision.
It was. We've had so many of those tonight,
This has been
the
roughest game I think we've seen this season, you and
Yes, because usually in this case, if you have a rough game in the first half like we had, the officials kind of get together in the locker room, and I've talked to some officials recently. Yesterday I had a long conversation with one, and I won't say who, but talked about, what do you do at halftime if the game is, say, out of control a little bit in the first half? What do? You talk about it. The second half you come out and you call a few more fouls and you eliminate some of that, like, overly aggressive play.
Right.
And we've seen that nonstop the whole night. We've seen more bodies on the ground tonight than we have in the entirety of the year together.
All right, here we go. Alvirne, 5 seconds left, down by 1. They get it in. Valenzuela at midcourt to his right, trying to find the dribble.
There it is.
Finds the shot.
Oh.
And it rolls out, and Portsmouth is going to survive. A 1-point win for the Clippers.
We have a crowd burst.
It looked like it was a pretty good take on the baseline there. Instead, as has been the case oftentimes tonight, it kind of popped out. And that ends up being the difference. The home fans who were a big part of this one tonight.
Like they won the championship,
They are enjoying this one, as you can see, with the players on the floor. As we get another look at that final shot from Valenzuela, a pretty good offering there, but just not meant to be tonight. And there you're seeing Isaiah Reese right there with a big smile on his face on the shoulders of someone in the midst of that mob on what unofficially or officially was pro sports jersey night.
It was
here amongst the Clipper students.
Unofficially, officially. I feel like I'm Duke, North Carolina right now, and one of the two just won the title. The SEC title right now, they just won it right now. ACC title. Right? Didn't it feel like that with the crowd?
Certainly same feel for sure. Somewhere in that mob is Portsmouth head coach John Mulvey. He is going to join us live next. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school, varsity, and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Well, a thriller here. Low scoring, but nonetheless it comes down to the final shot. Portsmouth hangs on and beats Alvirne 39-38. Clippers improved to 6-0 and are still the only unbeaten team in Division I. Joining us now is John Mulvey, back on the Clippers sideline after a year off.
Oh, yeah.
Coach, congratulations on the start of a of a new family.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Let's get back in. Let's get in before we get into this one specifically. But your decision to return, was that preordained ahead of time? Or?
Yeah, it was. I was fortunate enough to work for a great school in Cause, the athletic director. The plan was to take the 1 year off and then come back. So I have a 4-year-old and I have a 1-year-old twins now. So
oh, you had two.
Yes,
2 years off, sir. 2 years off.
We might have been able to manage it with just one, but it was the twins that made the decision easy for me to stay at home.
Anything different about coming back? Anything feel different, or was it business as usual?
It's a little different. The crazy thing is I never coached any of these guys for a regular season. So I've had them in the summer times, but we don't have any seniors. We're really young, so I've never had a full season with these guys. So it's a little bit new for both of us, but the guys are buying in, working extremely hard, and doing everything that we're asking them to do. Yeah.
The freshmen, particularly tonight, were impressive at times.
Yeah.
And as we remarked off air, they do not look like freshmen.
No, yeah.
It must be much easier to coach some of these physically advanced 15, 16-year-olds,
Absolutely.
right?
Yeah, they jumped right into the action, since they've joined the team and have done a great job. And, like you said, they're certainly gifted physically, athletically, and, it's a great bonus. It's great to have them.
Yeah, your freshmen accounted for 35 of your rebounds tonight. I'm just looking, kind of going over the stats there, and a lot of them were offensive rebounds, too. So, you guys are now 6-0, and going forward, you're going to probably see now maybe some more zones, maybe some more presses, and you have young guys. So, like I told Nick, you're only going to get better.
Yeah.
So you're 6-0 now, and you've played. Auburn's pretty tough on a long trip like that.
Absolutely.
What do you think? You're looking forward to how things are going to change. What are you looking forward to as your team sort of evolves when you go forward?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to some maturity. A lot of these guys haven't been in these situations, so it's new for them. Exeter a few weeks back, they pressured us late. We turned it over a lot. Tonight we missed some free throws. Kind of didn't handle the zone very well. But the best part is we're still winning the games and keeping our composure enough to hold off. And like you said, we really pound the offensive glass, and I think that's a big factor of what we're trying to do. You
do, and you mentioned turnovers. So I'm not going to tell you how many you had.
Oh,
you had a lot.
Yeah,
I won't go into that. And you said you didn't shoot free throws well. It looks to me like you. In practice, you fix those two things, and you guys are going to be really tough to beat.
Yeah, absolutely. We got to value the basketball, take care of the basketball. We're too comfortable with it at times and don't value it enough. So that's a big one. And we're getting up about 30, 40 free throws a player in practice, because we haven't shot it very well. So trying to improve on that.
Well, you're fun to watch. For both of us, you're very fun to watch, and we appreciate that.
Yeah, great atmosphere here tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Coach.
It was a great atmosphere.
Finally, you're facing Merrimack on Tuesday. What can you tell us at this point about the Tomahawks?
Yeah, Merrimack is they're playing great basketball to start the season.
Yeah.
Merrimack, when I always think of them, just tough, super tough, hard-nosed kids, play basketball very physically. Austin does a great job with them, and they're off to a great start. So it's going to be another battle for us. I think Alvirne was a nice game for us leading into them, because it was physical tonight.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Super physical.
Oh, my goodness.
Alvirne's size and ability really pushed us, and their defense is, we haven't seen defense like that. We've been putting up a lot of points, so to see a defense like that is only going to make us stronger.
Yeah. Coach, congratulations.
I appreciate that.
A thriller. We appreciate it.
Good luck,
Thank you very much.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you.
You bet.
Thank you. That's, again, Coach John Mulvey back on the sidelines for Portsmouth, and he's got his young club as, I guess, unofficially the front runner, at least at this point of the season, the only unbeaten team in Division I at 6-0.
And they've beaten Exeter. And we saw Exeter, and we thought Exeter's going to be
Memorial.
Very good. Memorial, they have five. Memorial has 5 of the best players. Their starting 5 is probably the best that we've seen altogether. Just their 5. I don't know. Their bench is not deep.
And then tonight they're within a shot of winning at Portsmouth as well. So it's been quite the resume. Not a typical 3-3 team, perhaps, here when you break down Alvirne's season so far.
No, Alvirne's, I think they've been close. They haven't been really blown out by anybody. They had the chance to win this game. They had 2 chances to win at the end, I think. And I kind of don't understand why they had certain guys take their last shot like that, but they had a chance to win, and they had time to win. I think they did things right. They, too, just turned the ball over a little bit too much in the second half. I have them with 8 turnovers in the second half, and they didn't shoot well either. They didn't get a lot of quality shots, and they missed a lot of 2-footers. So when they watched the game, going back and they go over some things. I think they'll see a lot of things that they can fix. And if these two teams play again, I'd love to see that again.
That would be a fun
The
rematch.
physicality was tremendous tonight.
A black and blue type of game.
Oh, gosh.
For sure.
Floor burns and bruises, baby.
Other scores tonight, Trinity top Nashua South 72-61. Pioneers back to their winning ways tonight. Bedford held a halftime lead over Memorial. Have not seen an update there. North with a win, another one tonight as they top Goffstown 58-44. We may or may not see North take on Exeter, wink, wink, on Tuesday.
You guys hear that?
So,
you're watching. Pay attention here.
Want to thank
Hinting.
the folks here at Portsmouth. It starts, of course, with Tom Kozlowski. He's still there. He's still down there directing operations in the gym, trying to get things closed down tonight. Very hard-working AD. We appreciate him.
Look at
and
the
always have
environment's
fun
incredible.
coming here to Portsmouth. Want to thank our staff here at Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. Of course, got to thank the sponsors as well. Beals Insurance, MG Sports Fundraising, and the New Hampshire Tomahawks. Our two men behind the lens, John Barron.
The best.
And Matt Beals down there in the trench. Had to duck several loose basketballs tonight over there in the corner.
I did see him,
but
he was bobbing and weaving.
As
no
swift
doubt.
as ever.
No doubt.
For sure. And, of course, the man behind the curtain. Dealt with some early technical difficulties.
Oh,
but
we did.
we're lucky to have the Wizard back there.
Yes.
Anyone else, we may not have recovered. So
we might have had to go home.
We appreciate the man behind the curtain. Nip that in the bud very quickly. 4, the big man in the big chair, executive producer Steve Beals down in the Sunshine State.
Still tanning.
Justin Gorham. My name is Nick Anastas, saying so long. Final score, final time. Alvirne 38, Portsmouth 39. This has been a presentation of our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.